Welcome to this next episode of Massively Overpowered Television, where we are happy that it's Friday. It's Friday! Did you know that it's Friday? It is. Friday is usually a good thing. In fact, there are wonderful things about Friday. And there are some not so wonderful things about this Friday. Yes, so I've had quite the afternoon. I'm sure many of you, if you have logged on to massivelyop.com at any point today, you would understand why, and you know there's actually more to it than that. This is going to be interesting. I can't wait to really share all this. So, yeah, guess what? Okay, what the heck, Daybreak? Alright, seriously? Yeah, so if you didn't know the news, I could link it to you right now, or you could just listen to me try not to be overly... Do I sound scripted? Do I sound like I have this fake smile plastered on my face? Because I really do. I have a fake smile completely plastered on my face. Okay, so, EverQuest Next is no more. It's not Next anymore, which, ironically, my Next and EverQuest site that I had going pretty decently, adventures for Landmark, waiting for EverQuest Next to happen. It was going to be a big in-character thing. Because of the lack of EverQuest Next news, I mean, I really hadn't been updating it. I hadn't been doing anything, but I still had it. Okay? That domain actually came due this week. This week! And it's like, oh, I still have so much promise, and then... No! No more EverQuest Next, okay? People say that, well, the writing was on the wall. Oh, come on, there's writing on the walls of every public bathroom. Do you really read and believe all of that stuff? Because no. Writing on the wall is not something you really want to be paying attention to, but I had hope, okay? Through everything, I had this little, tiny sliver, shred of freaking hope. It was mine, and they took it away from me. Oh, and Landmark is launching in spring. What the heck? They kept that totally silent. Let's just say that I can't repeat to you what was going on in chat as this tweet came out. And Bree said something in chat, and I'm like, what? And I happened to glance at my Twitter, and it said 30 seconds ago, pop, is when that tweet came out. And I was like, holy! And of course, read it, and then later, look at it. So, 2 hours before, they actually stuck a little note on the forums saying that Holly is executive producer over Landmark now. And, oh, by the way, it's launching in spring. I don't think the game is ready. It doesn't have what has been promised for so long. We're not... Okay, promises can be empty things. We understand that. But I had watched, I got to experience right there in front of me what, the emergent AI stuff that was going on and what the storybook stuff was going on. And it was freaking awesome. I'm sorry, we're discontinuing EverQuest Next because it wasn't fun. Do you realize when it comes to a sandbox that really we do make some of our own fun? You don't have to spoon feed us stuff. Did they have people play testing this internal play test that was going on? Yeah, I'm sorry guys. I already told you probably not a lot would happen in game. I'll try to run around. This is the Ogre building Foundation Island, and to all of you who have stuff on here who made amazing creations, we're gonna wander around them, and they're going to be awesome, and we're gonna love them. Sorry they're being seen also in the light of what the freak. So Landmark is launching without the main systems that we were looking at going into the game. unless they've got that right there ready to go. And they said that it was still being worked on. It was being worked on in-house. I mean, can they come out and say that, sorry, without story bricks, we've totally screwed it, we can't do it? Or, you know, what? I don't know. But seriously, they announce that EverQuest Next is gone, and then if you happen to be forum diving, which we don't necessarily get to do, you know, when you're watching 50 different forums and games and Twitters and news things and the PR and the mail coming in and the tips, and you're watching all that, it's easy to miss a little thing on the forums. So if, Landmark is launching was a big deal, wouldn't you tweet about that? Wouldn't you go, hey everybody, Landmark's launching, and by the way, we got rid of EverQuest Next? Like, seriously? Hi, Office Ape, and yeah, I don't know of anyone that can really be happy about this. I realize things looked bleak. I know things have looked bleak. I have been telling them for a year, start saying more stuff, start being more open, start, you know, it went from open development to get rid of everybody that had, like, the most passion in the project. That was pretty heartbreaking. I still say getting rid of Dave Georgeson was the #1 blunder of 2015. I hold to that. I think that is the biggest blunder that happened. I'm wondering if they brought people into a playtest who had absolutely no clue about what any of this was. It was just like, hey, go down to the casino down the street, 6 people who have run out of money, bring them in, and let's get them in here playing and tell them, you know, we're going to buy them lunch and everything, and we'll see what they like about it. What happened in this playtest? What was not fun about this game? Because frankly, I saw with my own little eyes, my own little hands, you know, got into those first little things of what's going on, and it was fun. It was cool. It wasn't done. There was a lot more that was needed, but where? Anyway, hi guys. I'm sorry. I'm going back to my inside voice. I'm starting to be a little... I'm going to watch chat. I'm going to watch chat because you guys are going to help me feel calm and loved, right? Right. Yeah, let's see. EQN canceled. Mop. Music playing makes me sad. No, I know. Landmark isn't necessarily a cash grab, guys. You know, all the people who are having the whole little fits about the Landmark, I can tell them to just go jump off a cliff, okay? Landmark is pretty cool in its own right. It really is. It is really great for the creative people. If they could get the storytelling stuff in here, this was going to be awesome. This was going to be my foundry. This was going to be my personal foundry. I was going to make adventures. I was even figuring out how I could connect all these claims and different islands with things to make it, you know, you have to travel the world and find them and additional thing. I just, This is really pretty cool. Whoever did this, the Ogre Docs by Knobwinkle. Oh, Knobwinkle, I've seen a lot of your builds. This is pretty cool. I'm liking it. I'm looking at cool things in Landmark to remind me that the players of Landmark and the ideas behind the creation of Landmark are still things I support. But I really am not happy with Daybreak right now. And it's not just, I mean, I'm just going to come out and say Daybreak has been giving the cold shoulder ever since I wrote that quote that Holly gave me at E3 last year. And personally, I still stick by. I think it is a valid quote. I think it is an accurate quote. I don't see... Oh, am I going to die? I don't see what the community got so incredibly up in arms about. That, to me, is ridiculous. But notwithstanding, okay, been kind of blacklisted, I guess. Which is kind of sad, because I'm pretty sure that there were not many other people out in this industry that championed for Daybreak as much as I did. Oh, see, that's really pretty. This is cool stuff. This is what makes this game awesome. Yeah, there are great tools. I can't believe they buried that. Oh, this is gonna launch underneath the we're getting rid of EverQuest Next. Who said it wasn't fun? And who the heck is this president of the company? I've never even heard this name before. Who is this? Who is this person? What does he do? What does he know about games? How is he involved in games? Oh. This is... You guys, I'm going to have more coherent discussions about this all in next week's EverQuesting. Although, technically, I feel bad for poor Secret World, because Secret World had some cool news today. Yay, issue 14. And next week's column was going to be focused on the Secret World. Secret World needs some attention, deserves attention, but I can't let this go. Yeah, they're not shutting down EQ 1 and 2 anytime soon. Oh. They're talking about splitting Landmark into 2 games. Yeah. They're kind of messing with the... It was supposed to be creative stuff, what you make and things like that, and they're getting rid of that as well, because you can't, you can't make a multi-claim property and, like, have PvP in one spot and something else in another and something else in another for people like me who do different things. Now, how is that going to work? That's what my last thing actually spoke about. Ooh. Look at this. Look. See, that's pretty cool looking. Poor Ogre Foundation Museum is totally getting gypped here. Totally getting gypped. Yeah. Seriously, yeah. All of these buildings are being built for a game and races that don't exist anymore. That aren't going to exist. That's depressing. That is so depressing. How this came about, like, this was terrible. I'm sorry. Just I'm not even keeping up with chat, guys. I'm sorry. There's some agreements with this. There's some RIP Daves, and I think he's happy what he's doing. You know, he's expanding himself. He's doing other projects. You know, that's an awesome thing. But let me tell you, you could not talk to that man without getting excited for this project. You couldn't. He knew what the possibilities were. He was 100% invested in him. He was excited. People say, no, it's just marketing the way he's pandering things. No. If you've ever sat down in a room with him and talked about this game and watched his face and his eyes light up and his hands just going everywhere, not the one he did on stage was a little more presentation-wise, but if you spoke with him in a, like, you know, not presentation. I can't even think of English words right now. If you talk to him just in a conversation, he was lit up. He was animated. He was telling you about these excited things, and he'd stop mid-sentence and go, oh, and this other thing that I was able to do, and we found it, and then, and he'd go off on, you know, there was real passion for the project. You cut passion like that from a project, and a project does this wilty, like, little death dance. So, you know, it is... oh, nor does fleeing kittens? Wait, what am I missing over there? So, yeah, today has not been a happy news day, and of course, then you get, you know, hey... you know, off the record, but really be watching Carbine carefully for the rest of today, you know, and then you're just like, aw, crud, come on, no! If you guys want to see all the bad news that this Friday brought, then massivelyop.com is the place to go. Go there anyway, because that's where you're going to learn stuff, you know? Oh, see... I respected so many people at Daybreak. I cared about these people at Daybreak as people, and Holly was one of those too. And I can understand that what that how things shook down was not the most flattering for, you know, EverQuest, but you know what? When you like things, you like the, you stand by them, the good, the bad, the nothing's ever going to be peachy all the time. It's, I don't even play EverQuest much. I know so little. I mean, I know more about Norath and stuff, but I get into EverQuest and I'm like, whoa, newbie down here. But I still support EverQuest. MJ, how would you feel if EQ2 did close down? Mortem, there is nothing in this entire genre that matches EQ2's housing. Nothing. I mean, maybe after a few years, maybe Black Desert Online can get there. But I don't think so. Their stuff is still, here are the props, put them in your house. And EverQuest 2 is still, well, here's a bunch of stuff, go crazy, okay? I mean, Star Wars Galaxies could have edged it out, but it's gone. If EverQuest 2 closed its doors, I would probably cry. I seriously would. I would cry for the loss of the 12 years of stories, for the housing, for the projects I've never gotten finished. I have like 10 more housing projects I've got in my head that I haven't had time to finish. Winter Scorn doesn't understand how they could go through the entire year with the build contests and not know they were canceling. I don't necessarily think that they let the front lines kind of know. But that said, the building contests really ended last fall. They ended, was it September, October? I mean, they were done and nothing new came up. No more streams were going on. Landmark H1Z1 edition. Okay, and to top all this off, guys, okay, so it has been a travel hectic couple of months for MJ here. She's been going kind of all over the world, actually, covering events and doing stuff like that, house hunting multiple states away from where I'm at right now, visiting someone dear to me in another state. So there's been a lot of travel involved. So I come in and I'm like, I log in today and leadership from the guild has been taken away from me and given to somebody else. Literally, my guild here in Landmark is in someone else's hands, and it's not, I don't know that I can get it back, because I don't know that that person is ever going to log back in. I don't know that they have logged in. So, like, insult to injury, I lose EverQuest Next. I'm told Landmark is launching, and I can't, for the life of me, envision the items that I am dying to have in this game being there for this launch. And then my guild was stripped away from me. Like, I have no words! Seriously! Oh my gosh. There is an EverQuest digital trading card game, though. The Legends of Norath. It's actually inside EverQuest and EverQuest 2. Nord says, kittens bring happiness. I'm making them hit your face's belly first. Think facehugger, only fluff it. Oh. Oh, and yeah, see, so basically my other streams, I've tried to leave out any discussions about this game, and to be fair, I'm going to leave other games out of this discussion as well, because I don't want any of my unhappiness to... What is this? I see a whole long thing over there, but what is... How do you get to it? With grappling hook! I don't want to taint the cool things about other games and what they're doing by speaking about them in the tone of voice that I have right now. And I can tell you guys that I have had hours to try to calm myself down. I have been breathing deeply. I was even going to make cookies. I'm still going to make cookies, so help me. It's really amazing buttery cookies with this caramel on top that, yeah. I'm going to make those cookies. So my family's like, wait, you're doing another stream? And I'm like, yes, I'm doing another stream because I really need to vent a little bit. What is this room supposed to be? It looks almost torture-y, but it's drawbridgey, maybe? Pull drawbridges up and down, maybe? Doesn't matter, it has chains and spikes. Ah. Yeah, how does, I mean, it's not like I haven't been logging in. How did I lose the leadership in this guild? Granted, it has been like 45 days since I last logged in because I was traveling all over the stinking world and I seriously just didn't log in. I had a hard time logging in and playing anything that I wasn't streaming or reporting on right at that moment. So what's with that? Oh yeah, it's in EverQuest Next. You know what? At least I did not pay for another year of hosting that site because that is going to go the way of the dodo. I really like the site. I had really good plans for it, but when you can't do anything because nothing's happening, and now you can't do anything because nothing is ever going to happen. Oh. Office Ape, I know I missed saying goodbye. Have a good one. Legends of Norath. You know, I was thinking about getting... I even asked Bree if I could do a newbie CCG column. I don't know. I'm starting to have fun with some of those games. Let's look for some more builds. These are cool. I still feel absolutely, you know, horrid for looking at these builds while I'm in a bad mood. And of course it's dark. And you can't see anything so well because it's dark. Cookies. Cookies. They're not fluffy cookies. They're buttery and they're like you put this little thumbprint in them and then put the melted caramel that you make in. Oh my gosh, they're really good. But I had a stream to do. I'm making cookies after the stream. Cookies. This is a cookie day, all right? It's a cookie day. Nobody's going to tell me that eating sugar is going to make me feel sick because even though it is, and I know it is, I don't care. I'm going to do something that's not good for me. And those of you who do have my phone number, please don't call and tell me to reconsider. I want my cookies. Ugh. I don't know what they plan on doing with Landmark, to be honest. I mean, I know what Landmark was supposed to be. This great building thing for you, which, personally, I think is awesome. I was going to, not die. That's good. I was going to no longer concern myself with a lot of build. Oh, wow, this is fantastic. Holy cow. Look at this thing, guys. So I wasn't going to concern myself with the building anymore. I like the building. I have ideas, but I don't have the time to put into the build. So I was going to, I mean, this is why you have guilds. This is why you have friends. I was going to get together with a group, and I was going to, have them build things, and then I was gonna write the stories and do the big story things and all of that. That's really what I was gonna do. That was my goal for Landmark. I just... Ah! Daybreak! Seriously! You've basically, you've gone and... You've killed Landmark, practically. I mean, I think Landmark is a good game. I like Landmark. Landmark is the really, really sandboxy version. I still don't like that you cut it from EverQuest Next. Seriously. Took the EverQuest Next title off it. I still don't like that. But I was going to build my own Norath here. I really was. I was going to build Norath. I was going to enjoy it. I was going to... like running dungeon groups, but visually. I mean, I would just like that. But now that people have, like, no trust in them, and you can't blame them. We're gonna be open with you. They haven't been open, they've been completely closed-lipped, which I think hurts more. You know, guys, we're running into some hard things. Nope, we're doing this. Nope, we're playtesting. Nope, wait till you see what we're doing. By the way, we're not doing it anymore. But you don't do that to people. And Tannic, no, I don't know what happened to the dodos. Nobody did anything to the dodos. Leave the dodos alone. You're not going to want to listen to me and mumble tonight. Do you all have my mumble info? You are welcome to come in there and listen to me continue to rant. And say things that I am trying hard not to say on a recording that will be preserved for posterity. Could come back and bite me in the rear. I don't think it'll get me fired. I wasn't the one swearing in team chat, by the way. That was not me. But I was growling and grumbling and going... Open letter to Daybreak. Why? 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 Why you do this to me? I gave you my love. I gave you my support. I gave you my faith even when everything was looking so bad for you and people were dogpiling on you and trying to tear you to pieces. I was beating them away with the rolled up newspaper and smacking them away and telling them to have just a little tiny bit of faith. Little bit. And you took my newspaper and you whapped me on the nose with it! Dang it! Oh man, okay. I still haven't caught up on chat over there. You guys are awesome. I know. This is an awesome build. Look at this. This is what a person does with these tools. This is amazing. Yay for Landmark getting development. Yay for Landmark getting updates and news. And I'm a little concerned about the update and news that's coming out right now. I have a lot of questions. But why you have to take away my hope? I mean, having some new... Is knowing? Is having the final knowledge? Is it better? You tell me, guys. Is it better? Lots of people think, I'd rather know than not know. Well, not really related. Please, I'm not equating these the same. But I do have a friend from high school who had a very, very dear friend disappear. And for weeks... was saying, I'd rather know than not know. I'd rather know than not know. Well, now they know. And the honest answer was, I don't think I'd rather know. Always going with a little bit of hope. There is something to be said for that little bit of hope. And, I mean, I have to really, really question how Daybreak is going to do going forward. I I know there are lots of naysayers out there, and I know I get accused of being an SOE Daybreak fangirl a lot, and part of that is just me being the more hopeful person, me knowing some of these people, and thinking, you know, wanting what's you know, good for them too. But dang. I really wish it would get light so I could show off more properties, okay? For the love, alright? Does not one thing get to go right for me today? Thank you. Thank you, Funcom, for giving me something going right today. By the way, love you guys. Very happy. We'll be streaming you next week. Can anything else go right today? That is my question. I can't even walk up the stairs! Walk up the stairs! Sorry. Guess I'm supposed to walk on the other side. Maybe it's a human side and an ogre side. But there are no ogres, and there aren't gonna be any ogres, or Karen, or humans, or dark elves, or anything. They're all gone. They don't exist. They were not worthy of living in this universe anymore. I saw another build somewhere. I seriously was trying to go towards the build, but is that the build? Am I in the build? Is this the same build? I don't even know. I don't even know. What the? Oh, that was kind of cool. I didn't die. I guess that's a good thing. Can we have a little bit of light, please? This little light of mine. I'm gonna let it shine. And then we're gonna burn everything to the ground. Oh, sorry. What? MJ should deliver printed screenshots of EQN to the front door of Daybreak Games with a dagger in them. Oh. Yeah, shutting down Vanguard, that was painful too. I mean, I can understand that though. They did not have anybody who could... I mean, that stuff, that coding was such a convoluted, crazy mess that they could not... I mean, they basically reached a point where they couldn't even continue with doing anything for that poor game. And I loved Vanguard. Oh my gosh, some of the best classes ever. MJ has not lost her mind. What are you talking about? And MJ could use a hug, okay? MJ likes hugs. Hugs are great. Hugs make her happy. And cookies, okay, apparently too. I usually have never medicated with food before, but I am going to try that tonight. That is my new adventure for 2016. I am going to self-medicate with cookies. Healthy change. If they get landmark combat fixed, it can make more fun and realistic looking. I don't think combat is much of anything for landmark. That wasn't anything about it. And Woe 2 is bringing Prozac. Sir Misk, what boggles me is they had to cam one of the two. They should have canned landmark. Literally has no purpose. It does have a purpose. I mean, I'm sorry. I know there are people who are saying, oh, if one had to go and not the other, you know, and they're resentful that landmark is the one that stayed behind. But I'm sorry. Landmark has value. Landmark is also here. But if this much of landmark is here, then why is EQN not? The base is there. The base was there. Do they need somebody writing stories? I'll write stories. Do they need people making buildings? There are people making buildings. Lots of people making buildings. Wyatt could have hugged each other in EQ Next if only it would have come out. Oh my gosh, I caught up on chat, guys. Woo! I mean, Landmark was the initial dev tool. It really was. It was the dev tool that, if you... I mean, I still remember going down to New York City and getting to preview Landmark before anybody, you know, and talking with Dave. And the thing was, is people were staying after work for hours and playing on this together. That's what they were doing. And finally, it was like, well, shoot, if the devs are loving doing this so much, players would probably love to do that. And I love that they thought that way. I love that they went, well, this was really super cool for us, so let's share it. Okay? I love that they were thinking that way. I appreciate that they were thinking that way. I have two $100 packs in here, and I do not regret that at all, okay? I don't regret it. I think there has been lots in here that was exciting and great and wonderful. You know, we're just gonna pretend this world is a heart. See that dagger? See that big fat dagger driven into the heart? Right there. Right there. Seriously. I really would love to show more people how great this looks. And there is no light. Does this Foundation Island not get a day at all? Come on. Come on, moon. Move it. Arise, fair sun, and kill the envious moon. His pale grief. Kind of some cool images, though, but I was totally happy to have both games, and I was okay with that. Some people who like the one way don't like the other way. I'm not one who can... the people that are sitting back, you know, screaming out that I've been bamboozled because I was playing Landmark, you know, that's... You know what? I'm sorry. I don't think those people are being really honest with themselves or the world, because Landmark was advertised as Landmark, a way to help be a part of developing the game, which somebody gave me an amazing quote earlier today, and I did not add it to chat. I was hoping they would add it into the conversation. But saying, yeah, you were promised the chance to help develop EverQuest Next. You were never promised the game would launch. You know, anybody who did come into here and take part in it, you did help develop. You didn't help the game launch. Oh, look, we have friends. We have friends! Hey, Vin, you were actually leader at one point. Look, where's the guild? Where's the chat? Oh, is it scrolled too far up? Oh, that's a bummer. Vin here was actually leader for like 30 seconds too. It like, I logged in and it like cycled through leaders. It took leader away from me. So evil. I think somebody was actually trying to talk to me at one point. Combat. This game is not good for combat. I'm just gonna tell you that. I never liked combat in here. I don't like combat in here. I like the death motif you're doing here. That's really pretty awesome, the orange Halloween outfit. Oh yeah, the guild news. Oh gosh, I should totally invite you guys to group. Invite to group. Look at this, we've all been dumped down. So I'm gonna petition, and I'm gonna ask them to please give my guild back to me, because I don't understand. I mean, heck, I have another guild in other games, and why would it just randomly flip to somebody else? That totally does not make sense to me. These are pretty. These are, look at what people did. People built this stuff. It's awesome. A lot of this stuff is not props. I mean, some things are, but handcrafted using voxels, just amazing. I would continue to support and play and love Vanmark. Careful of the vans. You had that in your inventory? You just randomly had that in your inventory? I didn't get one of those. Now I'm even more sad. What else could go wrong? Did we say that earlier today? Yeah, combat in here. This game wasn't about combat. I don't even think... they should really worry too much about combat. I think they should continue to focus on the building and storytelling part. Although some combat, because I was looking forward to making this big monster stand over and guard my chest. My treasure chest. Okay? So that if people got through the maze and they killed the big creature, then they would get a chest to loot. That would be pretty awesome. Ever see the stuff that Fugazi tweets out? Pictures of his quick weekend build? Oh, jeez. Some people's quick weekend builds would be my year builds. Seriously. Wait, the website? Is the EverQuest Next website already gone? I actually like that landmark. Build, 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 and landmark survive, survive, survive. There you go. This poor island. Maybe this island does not get any sunlight. Maybe it doesn't. The Facebook page is gone too. I mean, the Twitter was still there, and it just said that the game was no longer in development. But, jeez. What about those? What about the books? I didn't finish reading the books. Did they take those books, the lore books, away? I mean, there were some good... No! Oh, come on! You don't think people are not gonna just... Solar, you got the... Oh, see, I'm gonna have to befriend somebody who has all those books downloaded, because I just never did. I was going to get to it. I wanted to wait until it was closer so that I could dive in and really immerse in it right before the game came out. So I didn't even. Ugh. Well, okay, I don't agree with the fact that there's no point in the books anymore setting up the story for Next. They were story. Okay, I love story. I love story. I love reading. So that Norath is only going to exist in my mind anymore. And you know what? I still miss SOE Live. You can tell for sure that they're not going to do a convention this year, because there would be a run on like Rotten Eggs or something wherever they were being hosted that year. I know I'm not the only one who had hope. I'm not the only one who had this little inkling of, I really wish hope. So in the update news, guys, these flatter islands, these little starter flat islands, are things that are going to be available, but not if you're a veteran. No, only if you are a brand new player. Only brand new players get to have the nice flat land that everybody wanted. Yeah, bodyguards and presidential bulletproof glass if they did a convention, pretty much. Yeah, see, Winter had hope too. Wasn't the only one. Which direction have we not gone, guys? Anybody? They all look kind of a little similar, so I'm kind of having... And I'm distracted. I am not putting down these amazing builds that people do. How many of these people who got these builds in here, though, and had that feeling of, I might see this in EverQuest Next? How crushing is that gonna be? Because they put so many hours and weeks and tons of time and effort, which I don't have, and probably not the talent either, to do these amazing things. I mean, that was one of the big points of pride for this stuff, was the fact that it might go in EverQuest Next. That you could see this. They don't have that now. Oh, here we go. Okay. Alright, so this is like kind of a common thing. Do the human stairs and the ogre stairs. Okay. Tozib sent some stuff in game that will light you up. Oh, you know what? The problem is that those things don't light up very much at all. Like, I have my greater light stone, but it really doesn't do terribly a lot. So, Nithia, this is your bridge. It's a pretty sweet bridge. You know, this is up there with the stupid decision that AOL made to get rid of Massively. Although, being massively overpowered is way better, immeasurably better. And some cooler things can happen with that couldn't ever happen with AOL. But I'm just saying, it's up there with the stupid move, people. We're just not gonna... I'm not even gonna start talking about some of the... They just stopped talking. They stopped talking. Oh, hey, there's some cool scroll work there. Look at that. They stopped. I mean, PR got totally closed-lipped, blacklisted us, which, how do you blacklist one of your favorite fans, man? I was your #1 fan, and I'm ready to act on that right now. See, I would hope Blizzard never touches it. Never. I'm sorry, but absolutely no. If Blizzard were to get a hold of it all, I would not touch it with a 10-foot pole at all. Not even a tiny bit. Sorry. We're not going there. Funcom take over the EQ. Can we get some spooky stuff in there? I can't tell where we've been, where we haven't been. What is that the world? Let's see, surely we haven't seen that one over there. Let's just keep running straight. We'll see what's over there, right? I was rooting for Daybreak. I don't think anyone here could say I was not rooting for Daybreak. Because I was rooting for Daybreak. Even with the... I could see some more behind-the-scenes missteps, okay? And I still was pulling for them, rooting for them, hoping for them. Even as I got, like, people started following me because, to keep me from being in contact with them or whatever, on Twitter and stuff. Even through that, I'm still pulling for the people and still caring about the people's people and pulling for the company. Yeah, let's see, what build is this? Ogre Town Square. Game wasn't fun. You know what? I call BS on that. I really do. I call BS on that reason. I don't want that reason. The game was not fun. Just the little bit that already existed, I found as fun. Okay? I think that was fun. I call BS. I want to know who said that, I don't think this is going to make us the $35 million that I want, or what. But don't give me the it was not fun. Don't give me that. I don't believe that. I do not believe that for a minute. Oh, Wyatt, I believe I was pretty well blacklisted and got massively kind of blacklisted in the process. And so I'm pretty sure that was my fault. But it wasn't my fault. All I did was include a... I am going to admit to you guys, okay? I got really, really upset at that whole exchange because I was actually accused of making that quote up. I was accused of making that quote up. Just flat out told that that quote was not said. I had to literally take my recording and send it. And say, yes, this was said exactly like this. That... I am a lot of things in this world, and I have a lot of flaws and a lot of problems, and I'm sorry, you don't jump on my integrity. You don't do that. Okay? If I'm happy in games, it's because I'm just a freaking freaky happy person, okay? It's not because I'm paid. It's not because I'm some shill for a company. You don't do that. And people who say that, you know what? I really wish they would get smacked around by something. Because that's just small-minded, jealous people being jerks. And I don't like that. Anyway, sorry. Come here for a rant. I'm bummed about the news and feel sorry for MJ because she is the biggest fan I know of at EverQuest. Well, thank you. Yes. Pantheon stream is starting. And you know what? I wish them well. But I'm not done being angered about Daybreak yet. I had my happies today. I watched the Funcom stream. Had some happies. Got some teases about stuff coming up. And issue 14 is happening this month. I lost what direction I was running, guys. I told you this was not going to be a productive landmark stream. This is basically a sit back and listen stream. But this isn't a rolling sounds of MJ's voice kind of stream. Let me tell you a story. No! No, this is not. I can't believe I've kept my... Well, I've kept it kind of even, but my voice has been raised almost this entire hour. And I'm not done being angry with them right now. And we're getting sunlight! Thank you! Sort of. Well, there's the moon. Or, we're getting brighter moonlight, I guess. Ooh, look at that. See? Look at this stuff. Look at how amazing people are. The player people, not the Daybreak people right now. Because they're not amazing right now. I still care about the people that are working there. I still wish them incredible wellness. But the people that I don't know, who are making decisions that are affecting the people that I know, I'm not happy with you right now. Not even in the tiny, littlest bit. EcoBot salt. Yeah, this looks beautiful. This is great. Look at the light coming up on this, guys. Oh, see, can you imagine an adventure in there? You go in and you find a dusty book laying on the ground and you start reading through it. And it starts telling you about these things and about these catacombs that were somewhere to the east. And then imagine having to go to the east and find some vined over entrance and then start going down these catacombs and adventuring through there and making enough right turns and finding a treasure chest that has something in it. And going further and running into something that's big and scary and smells bad. And and either running for your life and going down a lot of wrong turns and falling into a pit with a lot of sharp things at the bottom, or killing it and vanquishing the foe. Can you imagine the stories that would start and go in this place? How could they say it was not fun? I will be the judge of that. We would be better judges of that. If they took George Michael. Oh, if they took Dave Georgeson back and sat him down and had him play through what they had, and he goes, wow, yeah, I didn't enjoy a minute of that, then I will believe that the game was not fun, okay? I will believe the game was not fun if Dave Georgeson says that it was a waste. Quick, somebody tweet MJ a picture of a cute fluffy bunny. I would not eat the bunny. Did I see his quote about EverQuest Next? Uh-oh. What? Radar's in here? Uh-oh. Well, doggone it, if he's here, then they're finally going to see me in a not happy mood. Everybody that has known me before in here has teased me at one point that they never thought they would see me upset. And I'm... Grrr! Okay, well, I have ranted a little bit sometimes when, like, my bunnies died. I trust George Michael's judgment on MMORPGs. I'm sorry. Okay, so the entire 9-hour drive out and back from my house hunting trip, that why I was gone and not streaming, I found a satellite 80s station. And George Michael was playing on it, but oh, it was so glorious. All the 80s music for 9 hours straight. It was beautiful. I loved it. Hi, Radar. No, I know, it's not fair. It's not fair. If there were torches in game, I might possibly go and try to light some banners on fire and protest here or something, but... Let's look at some more of these builds during the light, guys. These... I am glad Landmark is staying, okay? I want it to be known. I know a lot of people are some vocal people, I'm not even gonna say a lot, some vocal people are, you know, Landmark should be killed and EverQuest. No, because you know what, there's creativity in here that is sorely missing in the rest of the world. And I love it. I love that this is here. I'm very glad it's gonna stay. I'm probably not gonna log in for a little bit because it's kind of like more salt in the wounds. Oh, geez, guys, look at this. Look at this. Ah. If I did not work in video games, I would devote so much of my time to coming in here, and I can't speak English, coming in here and building this stuff. I mean, look at it. I'm like, it's like, okay, here's for the next stream screenshot. Here's for the next stream screenshot here. Let me, But it's not just a business decision, and I honestly question the business decision that was made. I question it. I do not think the reason that it was not fun was a valid thing. I think it was a cover-up. And I'm gonna start getting all conspiracy theory now. No, I will continue to log into this game. I think there is much worth still to this game. I'm not going to log in probably this weekend after this. I mean, I actually, in the RUP for this weekend, we have turned that in the night before, my original RUP actually had that I was coming into and starting a new build in Landmark. I had to literally go back and erase all that because I'm like, no, I can't. I can't come in right now. I mean, look at the stuff that people did. It's just... I absolutely revel in people's creativity, and this is just one part of it. So, Landmark, I am grateful that Landmark is staying. I am happy that Landmark is staying. I am unsure that Landmark is going to be ready to launch for spring. But, hey, I mean, spring's got, what, 3 more months? May? All the way through May. So, all of March, all of April, all of May, basically, maybe. But ooh, look at that. See, look at that. Isn't that just gorgeous? Who built this? Who built this? Falcone, your trade pavilion. Mwah! Gorgeous. Do you see how many screenshots I'm taking of your trade pavilion? I want lots of shots of this. This is amazing. Hey, Cat, look. I'm scaring Cat away now, guys. She's running for the hills. And I also, I think that, I'm very happy with the attention that EQ and EQ2 are getting. I'm very happy with that. I just wish it didn't have to be an either or. I wish it didn't have to be an either or. I wish that Storybricks did not have to be set aside. Boy, you guys, you should... I speak typos, okay? I write typos when I'm trying to type fast in chat, if any of you have chatted with me a lot. I speak the typos, too. It's absolutely kind of amusing. This is gorgeous. Oh, my gosh. Did we finally go all the way? Let's go all the way. Yeah. I have not even been singing. I have not been singing in this entire stream. It's terrible. Yes, everybody does want to make money, and I do not begrudge them making money. I do not begrudge them saying that Landmark is going to be a $10 game. Looks like it's going to be buy to play. $10 entrance fee. I'm going to tell you, I don't like the disregard that Daybreak showed Landmark by burying the news about Landmark launching. I mean, they could have done it first. They could have done it in tandem. They could have done it later. I don't like that it was like it seemed like they dismissed Landmark in favor of what they were, you know, in favor of EverQuest Next. Why did they dismiss Landmark? I personally feel like that is how Landmark was treated today. That it was dismissed, that it was brushed under the covers. That's really what I feel happened. Maybe I missed something, but I went through all my tweets, and I mean, I follow a pretty sizable chunk of people who work for Daybreak, because it's no secret that Daybreak, SOE, was really my favorite studio. That and Funcom are my 2 favorite studios of people working on things. People passionate about their games, people... yeah. Solar says the announcement felt like the ripping off of a Band-Aid. Well, as somebody who has to rip off a Band-Aid every single day because they had to... At least it was benign. Okay, at least it was benign. But, still! This is just... This week, man. This week. So, Radar X. Why was my guild randomly given to somebody else? And can I petition to get it back? I want my guild back. What the heck? Either that or I'm going to put a, you know, tweet to everybody to leave the guild and we'll have to make a new one. But come on, I've had this guild since Alpha. Well, then it had to be remade come Beta, obviously, but had this guild forever. Was Daybreak ever passionate? Oh my gosh, yes! Oh my gosh, if you guys had ever attended SOE Lives, then you would see how many of the devs, many of the people working on it were passionate fans of the stuff as well. No, I don't doubt that for a second. I think some of the most passionate ones are no longer there, which is kind of sad in a very, very incredibly sad way. Ooh, that's pretty. Wait, is that a prop? Or was that made? I don't remember that. Did someone make that? Does anyone know? Is that a prop in the shop? Is there a prop in the shop by that? Lighting? Is there something... Lights? Okay, what about in the prop palette? Oh my gosh, it's been so long since I've... Furniture, props, lights, lighting. Dude, that's... But see, it has to be a prop because you can click on it. How can I not find it? That's really cool looking, by the way. I really like that. Everyone has that prop in the palette. I didn't find it in lighting. Or wait, maybe enclosed? Those are hanging lighting Karen. Make that bigger. Open flames. There we go. One of these in here. Anyway, look at how many different props they have. I mean, the changes to the prop palette are really pretty cool too, because you're not scrolling through 40,000 things trying to find it. You see what you like, and then you can find out whether or not you've actually got the stuff to make it. You know, it's like I don't have the items right now to make some of these. I can make some of them though. Ooh, what's that one? See, I wish the picture was a little bigger though, to be honest. I mean, I can't see that very well. But those are, yeah, newer than they were. Yeah, and the material and the prop palette are changing. Yeah. Yeah, there are changes a-coming. Changes are a-coming. I mean, I was really looking forward to what the next stuff about the update was going to be. Now I'm kind of... I admit it, I'm kind of a little... eh. I mean, how can you not be? How... It's like... Is this the last build this way? I think we're pretty much... Oh, there's that one. There's one out and to the left, I guess. That one. No. There's one that way, it says. Alright, let's go. Fall to my death. Or just to my destroyed armor. There we go. There it is, hiding over there. Whoa. Stick my head into a tree. I worry about Daybreak now, really, because they have lost so much faith of the community. They really have. A lot of the community's faith has been really, really crushed right now. And how do you recover from that? Seriously, how do you recover? Couple selfies. I built this. No, I didn't build this. Oh, are you kidding? It's got a mosaic up there? We're Sistine Chapeling it up here, guys. Look at that. Oh my gosh. How do you diffuse MJ? You show her incredible things that other people have done. And see, that's the other thing. People are going to be so upset about Daybreak that a lot of people, well, I'm never going to touch any of the other games. And that is terrible. Because EverQuest 2, I mean, I still tell people to get and play that game, though. I don't want to play an old game, or I don't think the graphics are... Okay, well, you know what? I like the graphics, people, so oh well. It has so much to it and so much to do, and there are ways to get deep into it or not be so deeply immersed into it. At DCUO, I mean, that game is actually, you know, pretty fun. Can't tell them to go play Vanguard anymore because, you know, it's not here. H1Z1, I stopped playing because I personally, I just got so sick of the wipes. I kept doing the same thing up to the same point over and over and over again. I think after the fourth one, I was just like, I need to wait until there really aren't going to be a lot more wipes for me to jump into this game more. But splitting that in two, now I worry that, you know, the part that I liked is going to be the part that doesn't get any of the attention. I need a bath. Ooh, hey, how's that for a view? Look at that. I mean, I think people are... I think Daybreak is going to have to deal with a vote of no confidence. And that's going to impact their other stuff. And that makes me sad because their other stuff doesn't deserve to be dragged down. Their other games don't deserve to be dragged down and through the mud. I'm looking at the other EverQuests. Yeah, MD, I was on Vanguard on its very last day too. In fact, I streamed all the way up to the shutdown. I streamed the shutdown. But yeah, Zoward, I understand that people are ranting and upset, and the thing is, I mean, but I have seen it quite a bit, and sometimes people don't get over being hurt like that. They really don't. You know, some people feel ripped off that they bought into Landmark and not EverQuest Next. I mean, to those people, I say you got exactly what you paid for. You really did. That's my opinion. That comes from following this game, having an EverQuest Next column, and doing it since before, you know, the game basically announced, you know. Tattered Notebook started off as an EQ2 column and got morphed into EverQuest Next as soon as the game was coming out. You got exactly what you paid for. You've had 2 years of playing in this game, the building, participating in I can't think of the words. Oh my gosh. You know, the production. I can't think of the word. Okay. You know, participating in development. You did that. You got that. That was stuff you were doing. That's what you bought. That's what you got. Anybody having a big fit thing about wanting refunds now, I'm like, you guys are full of it. I'm sorry, but you guys are absolutely full of it because you got everything that was advertised and paid for. That's my personal opinion. I'm sticking to that. To regain our faith, they need to make Landmark rock and put as much EQ back into it. You know what? That would be awesome. That would be awesome. I want the scripting in here. I want the AI that interacts. Can they get that? They said they were still working on it. They said it was still being worked on. Is it? Is it there? Oh, I'm totally not going to have time to make cookies before my next stream. After my next stream. Cookies after my next stream. Do cookies deliver? Can cookies be delivered? My next business venture. Homemade cookie deliveries. That's what I'm doing. Forget edible arrangements, man. I'm just going to do cookie deliveries. The scripting and AI and Landmark is sold for me. Yeah. If they get that in there, I mean, I'm literally, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to spend huge chunks of time making stories and adventures for other people. I love that. And I love doing other people's too, but I mean, I love that. That was one of my favorite things. Even before the storyteller machine happened in Star Wars Galaxies, I loved to make events and make things and art auctions and I mean, hoedowns. I didn't ever do a hoedown, but you know, things like that. Doing things, doing events, doing things for people to do, making that content. I love it. I love it. I love doing that. Does Twitch allow cooking shows? You know, one of our viewers was hoping to try to do that, a gaming and cooking thing, and Twitch was really down on that, so that kind of sucks. If they put the EQN cities that were already built into Landmark, that would be interesting. I'm hoping, yeah, forget the islands. I want to see more giant land masses. I mean, so you've got the islands, and they're going to be calling them land masses. I want to see 50 of these put together and to travel amongst them. I want to see variety. Yeah. There's stuff I want to see, guys, but I don't have the faith that I'll be able to see it now. I mean, to be honest, and to be completely honest, yeah, I don't know that I have the faith that the things that I had hoped to see and want to see are going to come about. I mean, last words were, we're dropping focus on Landmark and putting it all on EverQuest Next. The next news that we get is EverQuest Next is canceled, Landmark is launching. I mean, I literally still have a Landmark key to give away. I don't know if I can give it away. I can't in good faith. I certainly was not going to attempt to do that today. I'd love it if they had some unreleased Jeremy Soule music they were saving for EQN and wrapped it into Landmark. You know, he was doing music for EverQuest Next, so if it's not going to happen, then heck yeah, get it in here. Oh my gosh. Pilso, they have a Bob Ross painting, why can't there be cooking too? Oh, guys. I'm kind of spent. I have spent this whole day being heartbroken, being shocked. I don't even know what to say anymore. I'm hurt. And it's These are just video games, people. Why don't you go get a life? You don't need to be all sad about there's like starving puppies in Afghanistan. Yeah, this is a first world problem. It is a first world problem. But when you take somebody whose like entire psyche is built on the hope and the positive, and you squish it, I feel squished. I don't know. And look at these amazing builds. If you guys are not in Landmark right now, I think I still have some keys for like 7-day things. You come in, look at these foundation islands. you see this stuff and you're just awed, and it's amazing and it's awesome. And again, I am so happy that Landmark is still here, and I have hope. I have hope still that Landmark is going to be more than what it is right now. That hope is stretched kind of thin with the spring release thing, but I still have some hope. But a lot of my hope, a lot of my hopes for finding a home game, squish, 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 squish like a bug. I know this affected a lot of people. I know it's a first world thing. And, I don't know. Just sad. I haven't thrown anything, okay? Haven't thrown anything. I haven't screamed obscenities, which if any of you were really hoping that that was going to happen today, sorry. I don't... Okay, I do remember shouting an obscenity once, and I didn't even mean to, because I thought I was saying shoot. But it's when I was carrying something, it was really, really heavy, and we were putting it in a trunk, and it slipped, and it was this big thing, 2 of us, and it fell on my hand and pinned my hand between it and the wheel well, and I thought I yelled shoot, but that's apparently not what came out of my mouth, and my small children at the time, I'm not sure they heard me, but the person I was with then dropped it because they were so shocked at what I said. But so I have said obscenities before. I have cursed, but very, very infrequently. Not gonna happen. You should throw something really tiny just so you could say you throw something. Well, I've got a hair tie in my hand. I'll throw it at my monitor. Oh! Ugh! Did you hear that? There you go. Ugh! Dude, I just lost my hair tie. It ricocheted off my monitor and where'd it go? See, I can't even throw things. Now I just lost my hair tie. That was fine. You know, I still, right here in front of me, I have my PlanetSide 2 Press Assets USB. Look at this. Yep, PlanetSide 2. Anyway. I'm not giving up on Daybreak. I may put them in the corner for a while, and I may not return their calls for a short time. I may sit in a dark room listening to heart-wrenching ballads or something for a spell. But in the end, guys, I'm gonna turn around and I'm gonna root for them. Maybe not, like, totally as enthusiastically as before, but I'm gonna be rooting for them, because I want Landmark to succeed. I want EverQuest and EverQuest 2 to stay around. I want to still be able to jump into DCO once in a while and fly around and not remember a stitch of what I need to do. I want to go in and pop off some zombies again sometimes. I want Daybreak to succeed. I don't want them gone. I don't want this game gone. So, so in the next stream, MJ will be making cookies and playing Black Desert. MJ's gonna start playing Careless Whisper in a minute. Yeah, a lot of passionate hopes were dashed today. They really were. But I am hoping that other people will find some little crust of a seed amid all that smashing and stomping and everything today, that those little seed bits, seed dust, they're not even full seeds, they're like seed dust, seed specks, will wiggle their way into people's hearts again, and and maybe grow a little bit of cautious hope. Maybe not even optimism. I mean, maybe there won't be optimism, but maybe people can at some point decide that having something is better than nothing, or that I don't know, guys. I think an hour of yelling at my screen has done me in. An hour and a half of yelling at my stream. I really do hope it gets better. I hope that I continue to have screenshots like this to take and share, because it's beautiful. And the fact that, I mean, just gamers did this. We did this. That's awesome. I want that to stay. I want that to continue to be shared. I hope that the enthusiasm for the game was not dashed so horrifically that it slides slowly down into oblivion. I hope not. Dragon MJ, I think you should do a blog about Landmark that discusses the worth of creative game that isn't stuck with Minecraft style graphics and how that's needed. Well, there you go. One of my upcoming EverQuestings is going to have to be that one. This next one may still be ranterific. I may have just spent all my rantiness though with you guys. You were here hearing my rantiness, so you guys heard it all first. Not spitting or screaming, or actually I think I did scream a couple times. Maybe. I did growl. I did grunt and grumble. And I did throw stuff now. Nothing heavy or a cotton ball. Wow, that like almost hit me in the face when it rebounded off my monitor. I'm not good at this throwing things stuff. I am so glad you guys can't see me. I'm failing. I was a pretty decent pitcher, but not softball. I never got the whole underhand thing. It was more like the, you know, pelt something. What song could we leave with? I can't believe I told you guys that everything in my mind, all my thoughts, all my everything is always music. I like have not had music in my head at all through this whole thing. That is how much this has affected me. I have not had music in my head. Although I did mistakenly say George Michael, so at least something music related was in my head. Am I still doing Black Desert tonight? I am. I will probably end the stream, go get myself a drink of water, and come back and start doing Black Desert-y stuff. At which point, we will not be discussing Daybreak anymore. I will be done discussing Daybreak. I will be then focusing on merchant-y stuff. Which, merchants, I want to do merchant stuff in here. Way to go and bring that up and remind me that they don't even have a way for me to do economy stuff in here and trade and merchants. And remember that we were going to have these vendor dudes on our claims and... Grrr! Doggone it! Why did you have to remind me that I don't have that now either? The rant is returning! I could play We've Only Just Begun. Oh my goodness. Oh. You know what? There is an appropriate way to end the stream. You guys know if you want to be a part of the conversation, you've got this post on Massively OP, you've got the announcement post on Massively OP, you've got Twitters, you've got Facebooks, apparently not the official ones for EverQuest Next anymore. You don't have any of that, but I know how to end this. Dun, dun, dun. Another one bites the dust. Dun, dun, dun. Another one bites the dust, and another one's gone, and another one's gone. Another one bites the dust. EQN, we're looking at you. Another one bites the dust.